preferences. Those are logical comparisons. But somehow, we're now introducing Bissouma. Bissouma should be compared with James Ward-Prowse or Drinkwater or Ndidi. That is Bissouma's level. Because, like I said, I'm bringing logic to this thing. I don't hear in the media space people comparing Rodri and Bissouma because nobody will accept that. But somehow we're going to allow sports fans to drag us to the base and compare Partey and Bissouma. I'm not accepting that. Or Bissouma and Rice. No, the fair comparison is Rice and Rodri, Rice and Casemiro. Finally, the North London derby is 24 hours away from getting played. A lot has been said in the media. Can Tottenham stop Arsenal? Will Arsenal go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and thump them? We will find out tomorrow. God grace and God spare our lives. But let's talk about this match because a lot of sports fans have had enough chest and audacity in terms of comparison. Bissouma versus Partey, Sa versus Rice, Madison versus Odegaard. I'm like, I understand that tribalism is part of football. But what I do not understand that we're beginning to introduce insanity into football. Tribalism fair. Insanity, no, let's not go there. No matter how much you love your players, and I get you have to fend for your players, you have to go hard for your players, but you don't have to go silly and insane. How do you compare Bissouma and Partey? How do you do that? Comfortably, cognitively. How do you actually rationalize that? Because if you look at the media space and people who understand football and enjoy football, I've never heard people compare Bissouma and Rodri or Bissouma and Casemiro because that's insanity. But somehow you're also rationalizing comparing Bissouma and Partey because the normal comparison we see every time, which is a fair, which is a just one, of okay, Casemiro versus Partey, Casemiro versus Rodri, Rodri versus Partey. Those are logical, sensible comparison. Even though we have our preferences, those are logical comparison. But somehow we're now introducing Bissouma. Bissouma should be compared with James Ward-Prowse or Drinkwater or Ndidi. That is Bissouma's level. Because, like I said, I'm bringing logic to this thing. I don't hear in the media space people comparing Rodri and Bissouma because nobody will accept that. But somehow we're going to allow sports fans to drag us to the base and compare Partey and Bissouma. I'm not accepting that. Or Bissouma and Rice. No, the fair comparison is Rice and Rodri, Rice and Casemiro. Is a fair comparison. But Bissouma or Sa? Then the most outrageous one is Madison versus Odegaard. Madison is a decent player, but he's not on Odegaard's level. We know it. What? Let's not pretend we don't know these things. Let's not pretend. We know these things. I get it. You want to win. You want to ride for your team, but don't ride insane. Use your meds. You've been prescribed medication. Use it. Don't get psychotic. Regarding tomorrow's match at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, objectively, Arsenal should win in that match. We have a better starting 11, a better squad, in my opinion, a better manager. Postecoglou might be more experienced than Arteta. Doesn't mean he's a better manager than Arteta. If you like, let's look at the form table of both teams real quick. Let's look at the form table. Arsenal have won 4 out of their last 5. Except from that loss to Aston Villa that a lot of you Arsenal fans were going on a meltdown, which I don't understand. You've won 4 out of the last 5. Look at Spurs, they've won just 2 out of their last 5, drawn 1 and lost 2. Look at the table. Arsenal have faced, they've played at 4 games, 24 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses, 77 points, and 56 goal difference. Look at Spurs. 5th position. Even though they've played 2 games lesser, 32 points, 18 wins, 6 draws, and 8 losses, 60 points, and 60 goal difference. Look at the gap in quality in terms of players, in terms of points, in terms of the league table. So where is the chest coming from? So let's look at some of the key players before I leave. Let's look at the other slide. Now, key players for both teams. There's Song there with 15 goals, 9 assists. Good for him this season. Bukayo Saka there with 14 goals, 9 assists. Now, let's look at some very, very funny, significant stats right here. Now, in terms of shots per game, Arsenal are ranking 3rd in the league Spurs are ranking fourth. In terms of shot on target, Arsenal ranks third in the league. Spurs ranks fifth. In terms of goals per game, Arsenal has a score at least 2.4 goals per game. Spurs 2.0 goals per game. In terms of passes, Spurs have more passes, right? Let me take this banner out real quick for now. Have more passes, 591. They are fourth in the league. Arsenal ranks sixth in the league with 563 passes. But if you watch the game, who looks like a better team? Who has scored more goals? So statistics without the right context or nuances can be misleading. That's why I do not like it, because we now have people that cannot use statistics to argue in faith, or argue it in bad faith rather, or manipulative, or some of people don't even know how to apply statistics, because if you don't apply the right context and watch the game so you can know when to match it up with statistics, you can actually mess up your analysis of the game. Look at completed passes, right? Spurs are second, so are third in completed passes, while Arsenal are sixth, right? But what are the quality of the completed passes? And what are the section of the pitch are the completed passes? Those statistics are not actually visible on this. So that's why I always say, in using statistics, be extremely careful so you are not misleading. So yes, subscribe and like the video, very, very important. And then put back the other banner. So it should be an interesting game tomorrow. Let me play this clip of a sports fan who has so much gas regarding tomorrow's game. Give me a minute. Let's go.
We will see who is the dog between Basmati Rice and Pape Sarr. I've been talking Pape Sarr.
Sorry for the clip is not actually playing well. I don't know why it's not playing well. It was talking about who is a better player between Rice and Pape Sarr, which for me is a non-comparison. Is a non-comparison. There is no way you are comparing Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr is a good young player coming up. Had a few good games in the beginning of the season, but has tailed off after I came back from the African Nations Cup. Basuma, like I said, he's not a horrible player, but he's not of that ilk. He's not of that level. Basuma should be compared with Drinkwater, likes of Drinkwater, the likes of NDT, the likes of James Ward-Prowse. That's his level. He's not of the elite level. Now, we have elite games sporadically, yes, but he's not of that level, right? Even Bentancur, since he came back from his injury, he has not been the same, but he's still a very good player. Spurs have good players. Arsenal have top-class players. So there's a gap in quality. I understand we share the same city. I understand the feistiness. I understand the tribalism. But come on, what I don't understand is insanity. Insanity should not be introduced because you want to support your team at all costs. So tomorrow's game, I expect Arsenal to go there and beat them. It will be a tough game. They will actually be pumped up. The crowd will be pumping them up. There's a lot of adrenaline. I expect Arsenal to control their head. I expect us to control the game. So I expect us to win. That we have a lot of incentive to play for. We're still in the title race, beating Spurs and beating in the North London derby and beating them to actually almost put more pressure on Man City. Those are very, very value incentives we need to use to beat them. Even though you want to do a combined level, the only position I might actually admit a sports player is left back, because why? We've had different profiles of players play that's as a left back in Arsenal for this season because of injuries and inconsistency. So I'll take it. Maybe I'll accept Udogie. Aside from that, in other positions, Arsenal all the way. Maybe a slight competition with Song against Kai Havertz. Maybe. Aside from that, I don't see Arsenal for me a better squad, a better team, and they should be winning the match tomorrow. Everything provided, everything being equal, we should be winning the match tomorrow. So my predictions, I'm going to go for a 4-0 win. I expect to keep a clean sheet with fantastic away. We have a fantastic away record. I don't think Spurs will breach that tomorrow. I expect us to keep a clean sheet, and I'm going for an emphatic 4-0 at the Tottenham Stadium tomorrow. So let me know what you are predicting in the comment section. Let me know, and if you disagree with some of my points, let me know why you disagree. Like the video, very, very important. Like the video on your way out. Hit subscribe. Please consider subscribing, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.